Welcome back, everyone. This is Raven. This is video 4 of our Baby Streaming 101 series. And in this video, we're going to talk about the different types of docks that you could have in your OBS browser, which just make your life a little easier. So for me personally, so you should always have scenes, sources. If you choose to do audio mixer, I highly recommend doing that. Controls, and then I have quick actions because I need those to be accessible. So those are like the 5 that I recommend consistently having. But once you connect your Twitch to OBS, you'll also be given options for your chat, your stats. So like you can see your CPU usage, all of this. Like for me, I don't need to know this. This is not something I need to worry about unless I'm doing some heavy streaming, heavy gaming, and I have like a bandwidth issue. Then maybe using this would be beneficial so you can figure out like what's going on. So this is more for like a diagnostic tool than it is for anything, but you know, if you're into like that type of factual information, maybe you'll find that useful and nifty. I personally don't need it. Your stream information, this is basically, you know, your title of your title of your video and all of this. For me, I don't have this up. I don't have this up because it's tied into this piece right here. So for me, I don't have that enabled because it's already enabled here. But stream information. Oh no, that's the same thing. Twitch stats. So this is kind of like, you know, you're offline. Like if you're offline, all of these. Again, I typically don't use this because when I do my scenes, which will be a later series or later in the series, that's where all of this information is going to be found. So I typically don't have this information docked into my OBS. I don't find it useful. But with the docks, you can rearrange these to however you see fit. I typically like to have my scenes, my sources, and my chat all lined out better. So for me, I have my chat here, I have my scenes, and then I have my sources. Now, there are times where I will put my scenes here as well. And then if I have any transitions that I want to do, I will link these two so that I can do a scene and then I can do a scene transition. Now, scene transitions are basically when you switch from one scene to another. And that'll be like something I will go further in depth on when I do the scenes integration. Because when you do a scene, especially if you get like the fancy ones where you have like an intro that has like a countdown or like a video or anything like that, that'll be part of your browser source. But for today, we're just doing or for this moment, we're just doing the docks and anything like that. So your activity feed is kind of like, you know, more information, what and who did what on stuff. I don't need to know this really. I just prefer my chat and keeping my scenes, my sources. So keeping all of this laid out like it is. So again, these are essentially custom to you. Set it up how you think is functional for you, but I thought this would just be a quick little video for you to kind of understand the docks. And if you want it so that you can't move these ever again, make sure you lock them. They are locked. Like you can resize this, you can resize, you know, this or this, but you can't pick this up and drag this. So that's what locking your docs do. So if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. If you didn't find this helpful or found something confusing, please leave me a comment so I can either redo the video or do a follow-up video explaining your question. So yeah, let me know if it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'll do my best to help you out.